Howdy and welcome back to the Road to the Great Canadian Open Winter 2026. My name is Clarence and this is my video series as you follow me as I paint up my Brotherhood Without Banners army 1 hour a day, 1 day at a time. I don't know why, but I always have trouble saying Brotherhood Without Banners. I feel like I stumble over that word brotherhood, but it is what it is. We are at episode 51. Nuts. You know, it's nuts. I didn't think I would get here for some reason. 51 episodes later, but here we are. I'm almost done this tray of guys. I have to work on the tray still. And there's 2 trays left, and it seems like it takes about 10 episodes per tray. So I think around episode 70 will be our last episode for a while. But yeah, it's just I noticed episode 50 went up the other day, and I'm like, wow, halfway to 100. Not that I'm aiming for 100, but anyway, that's the progress we're at so far. 50 episodes means roughly 50 hours. It's more like maybe 55 hours because some episodes were 2 hours long. But anyway, it's just neat, I think. A little milestone. Yeah, so the whole point of this series is for me to help you paint your army as well, to show you that if you're consistent working on your army, you can get an army done. I'm almost done 5 trays, which is a lot. It's looking pretty cool. If we paint up our armies, it'll look cooler. More people will watch the game, be like, hey, what's that going on over there? And hopefully they might want to join our great game as well. So let's all be great ambassadors to this great game and paint up our folks. So let's see where we're at and what the next step is. So this is where we are picking up. The models have been drying for about a day now, and they're looking nice and shaded, a little more depth to their colors. So we're going to give them a matte varnish. We're going to prime up the moving tray in black, and then we're going to slap on the dark earth, aka textured basing. That should take about probably a little over an hour because there's a few more guys here. We'll let that dry for at least 2 hours, and then we'll come back, dry brush the top with Rackar Flesh, from the brown with Moonfang Brown, and apply the static grass. But let's take it one step at a time. We're going to matte varnish them and slap on the earth. So we'll see you after that is done. About an hour later, we are done applying the dark earth textured basing from AK. Yeah, so I just went outside, gave them a nice matte varnish, and it didn't come out glossy, thankfully. Let that dry for maybe 15 minutes. As I was doing that, I primed my movement tray black, and then after waiting around for the matte varnish to dry, came back in and just applied it. It actually went pretty quick. It took about 45 minutes to do the actual applying of the textured base, and I think it went faster this time around because I'm digging deeper into my pot and it's more liquidy and easier to move around, whereas the top layer was a little bit dry and I had a little bit of water, which slowed things down a bit. So we're going to let this dry for at least 2 hours, and then we're going to come back and apply the dry brush, rim, etc., etc. So see you soon. And 1 hour later, we are done for the day and another tray is complete. So even though I've said it a bunch of times, just to recap, after the dark earth dries, I give it a dry brush of Rackar Flesh. Over the moving tray, I do it pretty thoroughly, where I go in all 4 directions. So I go like up, down, rotate the tray, then I, go side to side, rotate the tray one more time, and rotate the tray again. So I do like 4 light layers of dry brush on the big tray because it's such a big space. And then I rim the sides with Mournfang Brown twice because it goes on kind of watery, and then I fill in the holes of Chaos Black to make sure that they're solid as well. And then the last step is putting on some tufts from Army Painter. This is the winter theme with a little bit of super glue, and we are done. So pretty happy with how they're coming along. Let's take a whole look at the entire army. And here is the family shot of what we've got so far. So 51 episodes in, we've got 5 trays done. So roughly 10 days a tray. So we've got the Kingsmen, Bowmen, Knights, newly painted Golden Gummy Crossbowmen, and the Peasants. The Alpha, and then a wide array of attachments: Fortune Seeker, Hot Pie, Tom Seven Strings, Ravella, Angui, and the man, the legend, Beric Dondarrion. So, yeah, progress is looking good so far, folks. I'm really liking the way they're looking, very cohesive. And yeah, I'm like a proud daddy looking at my boys. So, we're gonna end the episode here, folks. Moving on to the next unit, probably going to be Thoros and the High Garden Pikemen. So please
share the series with anyone you think will benefit from a video series painting an army. Keep painting, folks. Let me know how you're doing, and keep the faith. See you next time. Bye bye.